If you only occasionally dip into car news and the latest goings on in the industry, it's really easy to get an utterly depressing view of the world, particularly when it comes to the rise of Chinese electric vehicles and the demise of our favourite European manufacturers. Well, I've been through the key petrolhead stories from the start of 26, pulled them in together into this video, and I'll share them with you now. There are some seriously cool new cars in there and a couple of quirky oddball bits as well. I'm David, this is the Autobunker briefing for February 2026. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy this news roundup. The first story is a completely Autobunker favourite car coming from Donkervoort, the P24 RS. Launched at the start of this year, this thing is an absolute hoonigan weapon. It looks like the love child of a Lotus 7 meets an American hot rod. I absolutely love it. The specifications of this thing are off the scale. It's got 600 brake horsepower from a 3.5 litre V8. It weighs under 800 kilograms and it can pull 2.3 G in lateral cornering, particularly when you bolt on the extra spoilers that can be used for track configuration, or you can take them off so you don't bash them up and scuff them when you're out on the road. What a cool idea. It's quite an exclusive car as well. The lead time is about 18 months to 2 years and you need to stump up just about 300,000 euros plus taxes plus VAT to get your hands on one. Or in the case of the people from the video on the Donkervoort website, just buy one as a his and hers for your wife or significant other to tool around in so you can meet for dinner. What a nice idea that would be. The second news story is from the SMMT, the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders, who've released their statistics on what are the most popular car colours for people to choose for their new cars in the UK. And the results are rather dull. Grey for the 8th year in a row, closely followed by black. Two soulless colours. I personally love exciting, garish 1970s colours. Why not go for something bright yellow, bright green, bright orange, even if it's a little shopping car? But clearly my choice is completely misaligned to the wider marketplace. I don't really have a leg to stand on. The 3 cars on my drive are black, silver and blue, which all feature in the top 5 colours. But it's pretty hard to choose one when you look at what the manufacturers are offering. I jumped onto the BMW 3 Series configurator and the only vaguely interesting colour is blue. All of the others are completely dull and uninspiring. What a shame. So I am tempted to start an Autobunker campaign to bring colour and vibrancy back to our roads, and let's go back to the 1970s, get some pea green, murky orange, violet and purple. That would be really cool to see the streets sparkle with colour once again. Let's go, let's choose interesting colours. The third story brings us the Capricorn 01 Zagato from Retromobile in Paris at the start of the year. A seriously expensive and seriously exclusive bit of kit. At around £2.5 million plus taxes, this thing is going to be extremely exclusive with just 19 units being produced in total. It builds on a long-standing tradition of combining continental coachwork with brute American V8 power. The engine from the fast Mustangs, the 5.2 litre V8, forms the basis of the powertrain in this car. And interestingly, it's combined with a 5-speed manual gearbox, which is quite old school technology for such a cool and expensive hypercar, and it has a 224 mile/hour top speed. That must make for some really long ratios on that gearbox. I bet that will be a really interesting drive when it comes out. Let me know in the comments if you are buying your next hypercar. Would you entrust it to a new startup, or would your money go to one of the established brands like Ferrari? The next story is what I hope is a British success story. At CES, the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, the Longbow Motorcar company Roadster and Speedster made their debut. These are really quirky, sporty looking little electric 2-seater sports cars. I think they look fantastic. The management of the company seem to have great pedigree as well. with consultants from Lotus and McLaren backgrounds helping to input into the strategy and design of how the car's put together. They're not going to completely re-engineer a new EV powertrain because people have already done that. Just buy it. The focus is on making the car go and look good. And I think they're priced well as well. The Roadster starts at £65,000, the Speedster at £85,000. Given how it looks, I think that's a price point that could do some serious damage in the sports car market. I really hope this is a British success. The cars launch late in 2026, early 2027. I really hope that we can have a go in one when they launched. That would be a brilliant. The cars go into production in late 2026, 2027. I would love to have a go in one of these when they launch. They look absolutely superb fun to drive. And last of all is news from Amazon getting into the European and UK car markets with their Amazon Autos brand, a site that brings together the purchase of a car, whether it be new or used, and wraps around it all the financial support, warranties, insurance, etc. that you need to complete a purchase and run the vehicle on the road. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments whether the Jeff Bezos machine should be invading the automotive world as well and turning cars into convenience products, or whether a more personal and individual buying experience would be better for you as a car consumer. I guess it comes down to convenience, and they're clearly making inroads into the US market with that. So let's see if they can take on the likes of Auto Trader et al. In the UK market. This will be an interesting one to watch. Apparently it's going live sometime in late 2026. So next time you search for a car, you could be getting it delivered next day, possibly in a Mercedes Sprinter van if it fits, who knows. So that was my take of the news from the start of 2026, the Autobunker briefing. I hope you found those interesting and useful. We've gone from massive multinational corporations down to a tiny UK startup company. I really hope they make a success of it. That's who I'm rooting for in 2026. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be more quick news updates coming along on the channel throughout the course of the year. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. I'm David, this is Autobunker.